It is a revision video on lesson worksheet 10.1, which is a Form 1 topic, and it is the laws of positive integral indices. In this topic, we want you to first of all know about what means by the two numbers of the same base. First of all, base is what we call here. And if they are of the same base, for example, both are A, but different indices. And for different base, they have different numbers here. I hope you can see. And similarly, when two numbers having different indices but they both are of base 3, we call they are the two numbers of same base. However, when the two indices different and the base number are also different, we will say these two numbers are of different base. And now the rule is like this. When the numbers of same base having the multiplication, we will add all the indices. This is the first rule. Example 1. Part A. First of all, the two numbers are of same base A, and then we add the indices. Now we will have to write the summation of the two indices, 8, and then 10, addition, plus. And so at the end, we will have a resulting index for A, which is 18. And in part B, let's see. Now, the two numbers of same indices will be C. And don't forget here, for the 7 and 6, you know how to multiply. It is 42. And then for C, now we have to add the two indices 5 and 6. And so at the end, the resulting index will be 11. Part C, this is a level 2 example. Look at these two numbers. First of all, there are some parts of the numbers having the same base. First of all, let me highlight. First of all, both of them have some parts of the number base D and then base E. Also, there are two constants, -2 and 5, that can be multiplied. So let's find out the product of the constant. -2 times 5 will be -10. And for D and E, for base D, we will have to add them up, which is 5 and then plus. When it is without any indices, well, it means the power 1. So we add 1. And for E, it is 3 plus 4. At the end, the answer will be -10d to the power 6 and e to the power 7. Let's try one by yourself. Second rules of the laws of the positive integral indices will be like this. When the two numbers having the same base undergoes a division, and we will have two rules. First of all, when the first number index is greater than the second number index and they're undergoing the division and they're of the same base, we can apply the rule like this. We will do the subtraction of the two index starting from the first index, 17. So 17 minus 8, and the resulting index will be a to the power 9. The second scenario, when the first index and the second index, we can see that the first index is smaller than the second index. Then the division will be like this. We will have the subtraction of the indices in the denominator, starting from the larger index 20, and then minus the smaller one, 17. And the answer will be 1 over a to the power 3. Example 2. Part A. The first index is clearly larger than the second index, so we can apply the laws of index. We have the subtraction of the first index minus the second index, and it is p to the power 5. Part B, 5 cubed divided by 2 to the power 11. First of all, you can also rewrite or look at this. Okay, using a fraction bar, you can rewrite like this. I hope you know that there are more cubes in the denominator. That's why we're going to do the subtraction in the denominator. and then 5 is with the numerator. Now the answer will be 5 over q to the power 8. Part C. Again, if you are afraid of this, you can rewrite so that you can see the numerator index is more than the denominator index. So there are more r in the numerator. At the end, r stay in the numerator. Now we can do the calculation. First of all, 6 and 3. We have 2 in the numerator, negative 2, and then r, 5 minus 2. And so at the end, negative 2r cubed for the final answer. Part D, again you can rewrite as a fraction, and you can see the denominator for s, the index is larger than that of the numerator. That means more s in the denominator. Now let's go. For the numbers, 12 over 8 will be 3 over 2. Don't forget there is a negative sign, 3 and then over 2. And then in the denominator, we have the subtraction, 9 minus 3. At the end, it is negative 3 over 2. Don't forget, s is in the denominator. So at the end, the answer will be like this. Now let's go to part E. There are 3 numbers. First of all, we can treat these 3 numbers like this. First of all, we can find the product, and then we find the division. First of all, for the product, 5 times 4 is 20. And then with the same base p, and then we have 2 plus 5. And the same for the second part. Okay, so the first part, it becomes 20, p to the power 7. And then we have a division of negative 6p to the power 4. Don't forget you can rewrite as a fraction, and there are more p in the numerator. At the end, it will be staying in the numerator. But now let's see. Okay, first of all, 20 and then 6 will have 10 over 3 with the negative sign. So now negative 10 over 3, while p is more. The index is more in the numerator. So we have the subtraction in the numerator, 7 minus 4. So at the end, the answer, negative 10p cubed over 3 will be the final answer. Further example, part A. Let's see. First of all, part A, we don't see any unknowns in the base, but we see negative 5 as the basis. And now it is undergoing the division. The first index is larger than the second index, so we have the same base, negative 5 brackets. Don't forget the brackets. Without bracket is a different meaning. Anyway, we have the subtraction, 7 minus 5. For the final index, it is negative 5 to the power 2. But we have to find the values. What is it? First of all, it means that negative 5 times negative 5. Okay, it multiplies itself 2 times. This is the meaning of the power 2. And so at the end, negative times negative become positive. And so at the end, positive 25 for part A. Part B, the 3 numbers having the same base 6. Okay, I would recommend you to rewrite these 3 numbers in using a fraction bar first. First of all, 6 squared divided by 6 to the power 5, and girls, times 6 to the power 6. I would want to remind you it is like this. Or we can write as 6 to the power 6, okay, in the numerator. Now you can see that in the numerator, we can find the products first. Same base, 6, and then we have to add the 2 indices, 6 plus 2 plus 6, and then over 6 to the power 5. Now we will have the resulting index 6 to the power 8 over 6 to the power 5. At the end, you can see it is a division. So we will have the first index 6 to the power 8 is larger than the second index, more 6 in the numerator. At the end, it will become 6 and then 8 minus 5. So at the end, 6 cubed, which is 216. Don't forget you can try the other let's try problems in this lesson worksheet. Good luck! This is the end of this video.